Hello friends, this is Nasreen Sheikh, updating you today, 11th June from Nepal. I want to begin with expressing my deepest gratitude on behalf of myself and my team to our donors from all over the world for the love and support already shown, as well as the ongoing support for our efforts to help everyone we can during these times. As you may know, on March 24th, the government in Nepal announced a nationwide lockdown in an effort to slow the inevitable spread of Covid-19. The lockdown caused immense economic hardship, and an immeasurable number of people were left with no food to eat. Considering that Nepal is one of the poorest countries in Asia, with large percent of children suffering acute malnutrition, people were on the brink of starvation. We knew we had to help. So we immediately started preparing an emergency relief plan to help as many individuals as possible as quickly as we could. Thanks to your generous donation, our 21-person team worked very hard from early morning until late at night for weeks to distribute emergency aid packages to over 3,600 people in the Saptari district, a several underserved region. The villages where we distributed the aid are undocumented, and the majority of people in this district work in a garment factories, in construction, or as a bondage farmers. Most of these people work as slaves and forced laborers, while they are also forced into forced marriages and human trafficking. They struggle with disabilities, live in unsafe shelter, face natural disasters such as flooding, and have no family planning. To make matters even worse, a majority of the community is male-dominated, which means that domestic violence is normalized with no repercussions. When we first heard about COVID-19, we had a laugh. It was too crazy for us to think about social distancing. How could we social distance when people are stacked on top of each other in 12 by 12 rooms filled with 7-8 family members? Nothing made sense. My first priority was to teach our team that COVID-19 was a real crisis in many critical ways. All of the businesses were shutting down, including my own, and we needed to find a safe place where we could grow food. All seemed unreal at that time. We had to do what felt safe in the moment. I requested that most of our team leave for a village to be with their families and relatives as the city was not safe. I chose to go to a village which was a 5 or 6 hours bus ride away, and had I not chosen to leave when I did, it might have taken me almost a week to walk there. When I arrived, I became extremely sick. I had a fever and a cough and was having a hard time breathing. Many women were experiencing the same. Because of COVID-19, fears arose, and the government was being very strict with transportations and people movement. Some of our old contacts started to change their minds about helping us. Our team had to spend several days finding reliable resources because even buying food and bringing it to our center was life-threatening. The government was telling everyone to stay inside. But how could we stay inside when we are hungry and have no food to eat? We received lots of backlash from the surrounding communities, and one man even came up waving a knife at our team as we were handing out survival packages. People were scared of COVID-19 and social distancing, so the black market took over the prices of supplies, making it even more difficult to manage the distribution. Yet, because of your donations and continued emotional support from so far away, we were still able to help over 3,600 people. Every single one of them was so thankful, and some said that when their children and families will eat the food, their spirits will thank you for your donation. Many of the women broke into tears with gratitude. Our team does not know how to adequately express our appreciation. We just hope you can feel the love we are sending in exchange for the support you all continue to give us. Once the initial distribution were over, the news about our aid spread to other villages like a wildfire. Every single day, more and more villagers began the walk for hours to come to our distribution center, sharing their stories about how hungry they all were and asking if we could support them. So we have decided to stay here and continue to help more and more people. We are still in lockdown, and many surrounding villages are facing starvation. They need our support now more than ever. Thank you from the depth of our hearts. Let's together continue to make a real and unforgettable difference in the world.